Oh, it's great.
How are you too?
You see, it's just,
Seeing your friends.
yeah, I was so
Some of the participants. That was in a picture within your business.
President, do you think Putin is serious about peace this time?
I do. I think he is. I think they both help. Got to make a deal. Got to get it done. Too many people dying, and I think both residents want to make a deal. We believe that they're going to brief them before.
Do you think we can have soon?
Depends. I do believe that we have to make use of the deal. It's good for Ukraine, good for everybody. I think very important. There's nothing more important, my book. You said of 8 wars that this is the most difficult one. It will be in the middle of the pack. This is the most difficult one. But we're going to get it done. We're going to have a great meeting today. And this gentleman has worked very hard. He's very brave, and his people are very brave. But they've gone through, no nation, very rarely has a nation ever had it go through this. So we're going to have a very good meeting today, I think. And I'm also calling President Putin back after the meeting, and we'll continue with negotiation. Pretty complex, but not that complex.
Can you meet the New Year's Day deadline?
I don't have deadlines. You know what my deadline is? Getting the war ended. You don't have deadlines. You agree with that? It's fine to do that. Depends what the security agreement said. What a dumb question. Nobody even knows what the security agreement is going to say. But there will be a security agreement. It'll be a strong agreement. And the European nations are very much involved in that. They'll be very much involved in protection, etc. But the European nations have been really great. They're very much in line with this meeting and getting a deal done. They're terrific people. I think you could say that. There's nobody there. They all want to get it done and with reverse order, I think. What's it?
thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you for the speaking thing, for your invitation. Yes, really, I agree with the President. Our teams, they do what they can. And I think that during last month, they moved forward with negotiations, and the Americans, and thank you very much for the Stephen Jarrett. And they work very well. And they work on different documents. I hope that all these documents can bring peace as quick as possible. So, and I agree with the President that really European, yes, and the President is on contact with them. Maybe we'll have contact with them.
We'll get along today.
Yeah, today.
What makes you want to come to President to meet President today?
Sorry?
What makes you want to come here to Mar-a-Lago to meet President today?
What?
Why?
So we have, with amongst our teams, they work on 21 strap. Then they work on prosperity and security. Document at 21 strap is very important. We have to discuss and sequencing. Very important. Our teams talked about the strategy, how to make step by step, and to bring this closer. And we will discuss this step.
Are you going to make territorial concessions?
We will speak about 21 plan. There are in 21 plan, 90% by the way was done by our 2 teams. I think they made a great job, great work, and yes, we will discuss these points also.
And there are great economic benefits for Ukraine also. As you know, there's a lot of rebuilding to do. There's a lot of wealth to be had. And they have great wealth. Potentially, they have great wealth. They want to get started. But there's a great economic benefit for Ukraine in what we're talking about.
President Trump, some are saying the recent attacks in Factba.se on that Russia's siege against Ukraine shows that President Putin isn't serious about peace. What is your reaction to that?
No, he's very serious. I think I can say that I believe Ukraine has made some very strong attacks also. And I don't say that negatively. I think you probably have to. I don't say that negatively. I think, he hasn't told me that, but there have been some explosions in various parts of Russia. And it looks to me like, I don't know, I don't think it came from the Congo. I don't think it came from the United States of America. It possibly came from Ukraine. When I haven't asked that question, maybe I won't bother asking. They're fighting a war, and we'll see what happens. But I believe it's a war that we have two willing parties, we have two willing countries that want to see it end. With the people of Ukraine want it to end, and the people of Russia want it to end, and the two leaders want it to end.
On the economic benefits for Ukraine, Europe is holding some billions in frozen Russian assets. Do you believe that should go to Ukraine to help rebuild, or go back to Russia?
None of that's been determined, but it'll go. It's going to go very quickly. I think we're in final stages of talking, and we're going to see. Otherwise, it's going to go on for a long time. It'll either end, or it's going to go on for a long time, and millions of additional people are going to be killed. Millions. And nobody wants that.
When you say you think it will end or go on for a long time, do you say young headlines? What can you expect?
I just think we can do, I think we can move very rapidly. We've spoken. I know you had dinner with Steve. Steve Witkoff and Jared have done a fantastic job. And everybody has. Marco's been incredible. The whole group has been, our group has been incredible. And Ukraine appreciates it, and Russia appreciates it. They both want to see it end, and we're going to get it ended. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you, I think, in the end, but I do think we'll call Europe also. We're going to speak to the European leaders. Thank you, everyone. It was